morning, boys, girls, friends, enemies. A dark day. It's very mild. It was a muggy night. Oh, bless. Nice and early. 7:30, 6:30. Get down the shop before any other buggers in there. Go the long way, just because I can. Early morning smell, that damp grass smell of the countryside. Well, took the clutch out. The plates have to be put in a certain direction on this beastie. Oh, they were all higgledy-piggledy, and bevel spring at the very bottom was the wrong way round, so some idiot's been in there, and that's probably why I've always had that little bit of a clutch problem. Trying to get clutch discs for this. It's not a hard thing to get them for. The hard part is finding someone bloody open. Did find someone. The discs aren't going to be here till Monday, Tuesday. So I put the old disc back in the right order and just tolerate it until I get the new ones. It's lockdown malarkey, isn't it? I think a lot of firms are working from home, probably going in for one day to sort out the orders. So instead of ordering something and getting it dispatched that day, you'll get it dispatched on whatever day they go in. Now, got me thinking back times when the only way to get something, late 50s, early 60s, was something like the exchange in Mart. You go and buy one, which is painful on low wage, and you'd look through and you'd find somebody, and you had two options: you write to them or ring them. So you stood in the phone box. We had a house phone, but it was supplied by the police for my dad, and we weren't allowed to use it as kids. So, handful of 2p's down the phone box, press button A, talk to them, explain what you want. Certainly we've got one, thank you. Go home, write a letter, reference phone call, blah blah, put a check in or a postal order. I hadn't got a checking account when I was young, so it would have been another trip down to the post office, get a postal order, pay a little bit on top, address it to the company you're sending it to, and post it. Another walk down the post box. So you could waste, unless you were efficient, which I never was, you could waste 2 or 3 days just sourcing something, maybe 4. Then you posted your letter. Well, you knew it was going to take, on average, 2 days to get there. They'd sort your part out 2-3 days back. In reality, you could be looking easily at a fortnight if you needed something. Small stuff like points and plugs you get down your local garage, but clutch discs, brake pads, that sort of thing, you had to send away for. Now we go on Fleabay or Amazon or whatever is your preferred choice. Find what you want, click it and expect it within 2 days. Haven't times changed? We had less expectations. We understood the reality of things. Now, is everybody so impatient? One of my girls ordered something, some clothes, a top or something. It took 2 days to come. And she was borderline screaming because the postman was late by a couple of hours. What has happened to society? The younger generation seems so impatient, so intolerant. Everything has to be now. I had a friend applied for a job, sent off application, got all the qualifications. So I'm going back a couple of years, maybe 2. He heard 2 weeks later that he'd got an interview, which was rare. Normally it's just a note saying thank you for the application, you never heard any more. But he got an interview a week away. So it was a sort of 3-week process. He didn't take the job because he didn't like the terms, but the point is, not a problem. Kids now going online expecting more or less instant replies from businesses. It's a strange old world in which we live. That's it. Just an observation. If you're an old fart like me, you'll remember those days of endless waiting for the postman, or very, very long train journeys to get something. I had to go into Stafford, which when I lived up north, used to be a bus trip down to the station and then 40-minute train journey, and then you're walking around town. Now we've all got our own transport. I mean, I was one of the few in my street. I had a motorbike at 16. I think there was one other lad. Quite a long road, West Road. Now every house has 2 or 3 vehicles. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I quite enjoy the fact that getting vehicles is quite easy and getting stuff online is easy. I love it. But if something is delayed, like my clutch plates, am I impatient? No. Just put the old ones back in, run around for a little while longer. Problem sorted. That was it for this one, guys. Take care. Have fun. Be good. Smile at the miserable buggers because they really love it. Bye.